So, Kuri, this is Brussels. It is absolutely enormous, isn't it? It's sort of spread out. All over. Where's the European Parliament?
It's right over there. If you see the round roof over there, that's the European Parliament.
Wow. And there's no sort of business hub. It's sort of spread across the city.
Yes, very much so.
Brussels is both a global capital and the collection of many local communities.
Brussels was definitely the right city to start this expedition because whatever we might think, it's not just another Western city. Brussels is this incredible patchwork of areas, of people, of companies, of cultures, of stories that make it a unique place in Europe.
20 leading women from across Brussels have pioneered the very first Women Emerging City expedition in partnership with Belgium's 40 Under 40 and De Merode. The aims were twofold: to find an approach to leading that worked for them as women of Brussels, and to enrich the city by building bridges between its many communities and cultures. They were women from different generations, sectors, and backgrounds who came together from across the city. They met together at De Merode or online on Zoom. Using the Women Emerging expedition methodology of the 4 E's, the explorers came together and challenged one another. They spoke to other women from across the city and beyond who had volunteered to be guides on the expedition, sharing both their triumphs and scars of leadership with the explorers.
Me being able to steal some time, my flow of life, just for myself. Just take some time to go deep into yourself and also kind of sharing with you. And this is the concrete proof that I have taken time for myself. And it's really something in the flow of life and motherhood and everything.
Ask ourselves too often, am I really a leader here? I think through my experience in the expedition, I've started to shift my mindset from asking, am I really a leader, to what kind of leading I have to do here now.
The 20 explorers had discovered their own approach to leading as women of Brussels.
I learned a lot about myself and about how I lead, and maybe, how I should lead, because some of the things we try to refrain from doing because of society, but then you come here, I was like, no, why would you refrain? There is something positive in there. So I was like, oh, actually I can leverage that, and I should be doing it.
Over the months, they built bridges across Brussels, supporting local political movements together and joining forces on projects, because that's exactly what women do when they lead. They breach divides.
So we chose this bridge together with Fatima to represent what we kind of felt through going through the expedition with Women Emerging. And I think this bridge, it means a lot for Brussels, but perhaps is also very personal for us. For me, it's a bridge I cross from the city center of Brussels to Molenbeek. And it's a bridge that connects two very different communities. And I think if we want to lead differently, it's precisely these bridges that we need to cross. And I think, Fatima, for you, it might have even a stronger connotation or a closer connotation.
Yeah, sure, because bridging is part of my life mission. And this bridge, the name of this bridge is Loredana Marchi, so a woman with Italian roots, very active in Molenbeek and Brussels. We are in a city, Brussels, and it's the most multicultural city of Europe, but at the same time, there is still a lot of silos. And this is the reason why bridges are so important, particularly as women, because I think that we have the talents to connect people each other, even if they are different. We can find the power, through the power of connection, the capacity to push people together.
And I think the first point is to start to understand which bridges we need to actually find and cross.
When we have different professional backgrounds, cultural, social backgrounds, it's not just putting women in the same table to make it happen. It's willing. It's also working on our common values. It's about authenticity, but it's also because we are aware of the importance of connecting people together because it contributes to have more impact.
My aunts have for years always organized and brought people together and woven our family together. You know, lately they've also told me that they're tired of always bringing people together, partly because it's also expected from them. So more than bridge building, it's weaving people together, weaving our family together. And when they stop, it kind of all slowly falls apart. So although it's expected of us, you know, they're really good at it. And so maybe instead of bridge building, I want to be the weaving aunt in Brussels.
We all come from different sectors, ages, backgrounds, and even different part of Belgium. But interestingly, actually, when every one of us share their leadership story, we recognize ourselves in their story.
During this expedition was when we discovered more or less all together around the table during one session that there is not one way of leading. And there are as many leadership styles as there are identities and as there are situations and as there are people around the table. So you can be one type of leader in one situation, but you will be another one against your will sometimes in other situations. And realizing all together that whoever we are, whatever our essence, whatever our background, that at a certain moment we were all a minority or the minority of someone, according to the context, was the aha moment, because then you start to look at leading through another perspective and through another eye. Brussels will definitely benefit from that, because having a group of 20 women, strong women that we had, being equipped as we were equipped during this expedition, connecting as we connected during this expedition, it can only be contagious and it can only be beneficial for Brussels.
This was a powerful experience for the women of Brussels. And as new city expeditions begin, these pioneers are excited to support, share, and connect with other women from around the world.